1 cup melted butter, 1/4 cup of lukewarm water, about 100 to 110 degrees, 1 cup of whole milk, 100 degrees to 110 degrees, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 box of vanilla jello pudding. You could probably use the off-brand stuff, but I just use this. 1 3/4 teaspoon of instant yeast. Now mix it with a spatula until it's kind of a rough dough, and then you can take it out and knead it. Now it's kind of a shaggy dough, so we'll knead it by hand. Once we got the dough kneaded and it's smooth like this, what we're going to do is we're going to proof it for about an hour. We'll go ahead and kind of grease the bowl. Actually use a little bit of margarine to grease it instead of oil, so it doesn't come out oily, because I'm going to be using butter and margarine anyways in the recipe. So then you can go around the outside of the bowl like that, and we get it to the proofer. And you see it's at 95 degrees. It's going to be for 1 hour. And I'm going to start right there. Now for the filling, you're going to do one half cup of unsalted butter. So let's get that softened for about 15 seconds in the microwave. Alright, now that it's been softened, what we're going to do is we're going to add 1 cup of sugar, 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. Now we're going to mix this until it's a kind of a paste. Alright, as you see, I did end up switching bowls, but you see it's got kind of a paste consistency almost. Alright, so I'm going to cover this up and wait about 50 more minutes for my proof. Alright, it's been an hour, so let's see what we got. As you see, the dough has risen, and what we're going to do is we're going to take it out of the container. Alright, so we're going to punch it down. Alright, take your rolling pin. Kind of rub this across the rolling pin. Dust the top of the dough so it doesn't stick too much. Fold it to the angles you want. And as you flatten it out, it'll come back squared. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try this cake thing. I've never used one of these. Used this for this, but we'll try. Just in a cold environment, so my mixture solidified. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the edges and as even as possible do tight rolls. Keep rolling, and you see like when you get toward the end, it's a little shrunken, so you want to kind of bring it out a little bit. I'm gonna pinch it. You can get either fishing line or me. I got like a metal wire, and what we're gonna also have prepared is a pre-greased pan. So I used margarine. I put it in a Ziploc bag, or you can use a rubber glove or whatever. But I have 2 pans because these are enough to make 2 pans. And let's start. Okay, these are going to be about an inch in width. Take these, and you're going to cross them up like this and pull. You can use a knife if you want, but the problem with the knife is it pinches it. You see how I'm putting this in here? You want to bring it up to the edge, don't squeeze them. Alright, so now what we do, you see I got 2 pans of cinnamon rolls. So let's put this in a proofer for about 40 minutes. Okay, put them in the proofer, 40 minutes. You see the other one's already in there. It only needs to be about 40 minutes. Alright, I'm going to start it, and we're good. Alright, while we're waiting on the second proof, we're going to go ahead and make the icing. So what we're going to need is we're going to need 2 cups of powdered sugar. We're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter, and I mean it's not boiling, but it's just melted. We want it to be liquid. Next, we're going to take a hand mixer and kind of cream it off. Add a little bit of milk, and I would say between 2 to 4 tablespoons is what you're going to need. But it's all about what kind of thickness you want in your icing. So while we're at it, we need to add some vanilla extract to that, and a little bit of that. 2 teaspoons. My consistency is this. Now we're going to cover it and leave it out at room temperature until we get done, and we can put it on top of the cinnamon rolls. Alright, as you see, the cinnamon rolls rose a considerable amount. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and put these in the oven at 350 for about 15 minutes, or until they look done. It's pretty much right as they're getting brown. But let's go ahead and do it. Put it in for about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and you put the icing on it while it's still warm. Alright, as you see, both of them got done baking, and these things look great. So I'm going to go ahead and taste them. Alright, so I created the cinnamon rolls, and that's still warm. So this is going to get messy, but whatever, it's for science, right? Okay. And screw it, I'm barehanding it, but I just wanted to show you.
I love you, baby.
Jeez. And that is a great cinnamon roll. I'll see you next time.